A young man named Peter lived in a small village with his old mother. His father died many years ago, so his mother raised him alone. She worked hard every day. She cooked his food, washed his clothes, cleaned the house, and cared for him when he was sick. Peter knew his mother loved him very much, and he loved her too. For many years, they lived a quiet life together. Their house was small, but it was full of peace. Peter worked in the fields near the village, and his mother stayed at home. Every evening, when he came back tired, she gave him water, made his dinner, and asked about his day. One year, Peter met a young woman named Anna. She was beautiful, young, and charming. Peter fell in love with her very quickly. Soon they got married, and Anna came to live with Peter and his mother in the same house. At first, Peter was very happy. He thought his life would be even better now. He believed his wife and his mother would become close and live together peacefully. But after some time, problems began in the house. Anna often looked unhappy. She complained about many things. She said the house was too small. She said Peter's mother watched her too much. She said the old woman told her what to do all the time. One evening, Peter came home late from the fields. He was tired, hot, and hungry. He sat down and called, "Anna, please bring me some water. I want to wash my face and hands." But Anna did not answer. Then he called again, "Anna, where is my dinner? I am very hungry." Still she said nothing. Peter stood up and walked into the next room. He saw Anna sitting there with tears in her eyes. He asked, "What is wrong? Why are you crying?" Anna said, "Your mother is the reason. She is always angry with me. She says I am lazy. She says I cannot cook well. She says I am not good enough for you. I try and try, but she never likes anything I do. I cannot live like this anymore." Peter felt troubled. He loved his wife, but he also loved his mother. He said softly, "Please do not be angry. My mother is old. Sometimes old people speak too much, but she does not want to hurt you. Let us try to live in peace." But Anna shook her head and said, "No, Peter, I am tired of this. I will not stay in the same house with her much longer." Peter was shocked by her words. He asked, "What do you want me to do? She is my mother. This is her home too." Anna looked at him and said, "Then you must choose. You can live with me, or you can live with her. You cannot have both." That night Peter lay in bed, but he could not sleep. He looked at the dark ceiling and thought for a long time. He remembered his mother carrying him when he was small. He remembered her sitting by his bed when he had a fever. He remembered how she gave him food even when there was little in the house. But then he thought about Anna. She was young and beautiful. He wanted to build a future with her. He wanted love, children, and a family of his own. His heart was full of pain. The next morning Anna asked him again, "Have you chosen?" Peter said, "I do not want to lose either of you." But Anna replied in a cold voice, "That is not possible. Choose now." Then she said something cruel. She said, "Your mother is old. She has already lived her life. If she were gone, we could live happily together." Peter looked at her in horror. "What are you saying?" he asked. "She is my mother." Anna did not change her face. She only said, "Think about your future. Think about our life together." Peter left for work, but all day he could not stop thinking about her words. At first, he pushed them away, but slowly, his mind became weak and dark. By the end of the day, he made a terrible choice. When he returned home, Anna looked at him and asked, "Well?" Peter answered quietly, "Tomorrow I will take my mother to the mountain." Anna smiled. The next morning, Peter went to his mother and said, "Mother, today I want to take you up the mountain. The air is cool there, and the view is beautiful." His mother looked surprised. She said, "My son, I am old now. I cannot walk so far." Peter said, "Do not worry. I will carry you." So he lifted his mother onto his back and began to walk up the mountain path. The road was steep and full of stones. Peter walked slowly and said almost nothing. His mother rested quietly on his back. At first, she spoke about small things, about the trees and the wind. But soon she became silent. When they were high on the mountain, the old woman spoke softly. "My son," she said, "I know why you brought me here." Peter stopped walking at once. His face became pale, but he could not speak. His mother continued, "I understand everything. But when you leave me, please be careful. There is a tree near the edge. Hold one of its branches, so you do not fall too." Peter turned and looked at her with wide eyes. He could not believe what he had heard. At last he whispered, "Mother, you know what I wanted to do, and still you worry about me?" His mother smiled sadly and touched his arm. She said, "A mother always loves her child, even when the child forgets what love is." These words went deep into Peter's heart. Slowly, he put his mother down on the ground. Then he sat beside her and covered his face with his hands. He began to cry. For the first time, he saw the truth clearly. His mother still loved him, even when he planned to betray her. She thought only about his safety, not her own. Anna, the woman he wanted to please, had told him to get rid of his own mother. Peter thought, "Does my wife love me like this? No, she wants only herself. But my mother thinks about me even now." After a long time, Peter looked at his mother and said, "Forgive me. I was blind. I almost did something terrible." His mother placed her hand on his head and said gently, "Come, my son. Let us go home." Peter stood up with tears in his eyes. Then he lifted his mother onto his back again and carried her down the mountain. When they arrived home, Anna was waiting at the door. She looked first at Peter, then at the old woman. At once she understood. Peter said, "I have made my choice." Anna smiled for a moment, but then Peter said, "My mother stays here. You must leave." Anna became angry. She shouted and cried, but Peter did not change his mind. His heart was no longer confused. He finally understood who truly loved him. That same day, Anna left the house. After that, Peter and his mother lived together peacefully again. Peter worked in the fields, and when he came home, he cared for his mother with kindness. He gave her food, helped her walk, and stayed with her in her old age, just as she had once cared for him when he was young. Many years later, Peter still remembered that day on the mountain. He never forgot his mother's words. He learned that beauty can fade, sweet words can lie, and selfish love can destroy a home, but a mother's love is different. It stays strong through pain, betrayal, and tears. Only a mother can love with no end.